Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and today I wanted to go over some information Sean Murray has given us, which answers quite a few questions I've seen on the various comments for my No Man's Sky videos. At this point, there's been almost 2,000 comments on the various No Man's Sky videos made for the channel, and that's so awesome because there's a ton of you that know an incredible amount about No Man's Sky. What's equally cool is that there's so many people that can point out the most minute of things that gives us additional information about No Man's Sky simply based on small gameplay snippets we've seen. I've also seen quite a few questions that are somewhat reoccurring, and while I try and respond to comments the best I can, I think it would help if I just made a video involving 10 of the lesser known things about No Man's Sky. There's no way I could use the clickbait title 10 Things You Didn't Know About No Man's Sky, because plenty of you awesome folks have an amazing working knowledge of the information surrounding the game. But for everyone else, maybe these things will shed some light. So for that, I'll call this 10 of the lesser known things about No Man's Sky. Number 1. Some planets will have rings around them. Sean mentioned that they haven't really shown us any of this yet, but it will exist. Number 2. There will be planets composed entirely of sand, such as a dune-like planet, as well as entirely of water. This one actually gets asked quite a bit in the comment section. A commentator in a podcast with Sean Murray asked specifically about mountains, canyons, and water depth, and whether or not they'll be more Earth-sized, stating that the gameplay footage they've seen mostly involves mountains that were more like hills, oceans that were more like ponds and lakes, and canyons that were more like ditches. After momentarily laughing about feeling insulted, Sean answered that yes, there will be large features, like mountain ranges, and that there was certainly a water depth that was deeper than ponds. Number 4, the ship cannot go underwater, it would just crash into the water. Number 5, don't worry about being stuck in the world, underwater, or in some other planetary trap without a way to get back to your ship. Sean classifies anything like this that happens as a bug. Number 6, there will be weather effects such as rain, mist, and sandstorms, but planets will have one prevalent biome with some variance. So if a planet is an ice planet, it will be categorized as an ice planet. A planet that has heavy rains, for instance, will have rain most of the time. Number 7, you can't see another ship's statistics unless it's in a space station. Number 8, many people ask where the Atlas, otherwise known as that logo in No Man's Sky, might be. And while Sean doesn't really specify, he at least mentions that it is something that you'll come across in the game. Hopefully he doesn't just mean like in the title screen before pressing the play button or something. Number 9. When it comes to additions to the core game, rather than adding DLC such as additional creature types, Sean is much more interested in adding to the things the player can actually do, such as how the character interacts with the game itself. And number 10. There's no orbit or gravitational pull toward a planet, as Sean believed that it would make realistic landing entirely too difficult for the player. In the last video, we talked a bit about the Lipschitz continuity, and I asked you if you preferred planets that were wild and crazy, or if you would like planets that are a bit more familiar and reminiscent of home. And here were some of your responses. Emre Aral, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that I pronounced about 50% of that name correctly, said that they wish that there were some planets that would look crazy and some that wouldn't. Zero Stake 1 is a fellow floating rock formation lover, saying that they love floating rock islands and it would be like the Avatar scene. They want that to happen. Liberty Bell is not stressing about the terrain, saying as long as whatever terrain features are accessible, explorable, and not game breaking, then they're in. Michael B seems pretty cool with the impossible, saying physical impossibilities like massive floating boulders, they're all for those. Zach G wants to see, and this is a quote, some super weird shit, and Nubs had to get mentioned because this legitimately made me laugh. They mentioned that they clicked on the video thinking that it would be about terrain that talks in No Man's Sky. I never even considered clickbait of that magnitude. Anyway, folks, as always, thanks for all your responses. I need to get my keister away from gaming. Yes, Classic Gamers HQ, I do still play. So that I can sit down and type out more responses to all of your comments. But now let me ask you this. Is there one burning question about No Man's Sky that you can't find the answer to anywhere? Something that's just been haunting you since you learned about the game and no amount of gaming articles or gameplay footage will solve it for you? This is an awesome opportunity for us to interact with one another because maybe someone in this community knows the answer. Feel free to leave your question in the comment section below, and if you know the answer, feel free to answer someone's question. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.